So 2022 is a big year for Alex Albon. He's got a second chance, not many drivers get one, and well, he's been under lots of pressure to prove himself as a worthy Formula 1 driver, and that is what we're going to explore in this video. Is 2022 Alex Albon's last chance in Formula 1? So we're going to talk about Alex Albon's previous experience in Formula 1 and his past, what's going to happen in 2022 with him, if he underperforms, if he overperforms, and I'm going to give my opinion along the way. It should be a great video, so strap in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. So Alex Albon took the traditional route into Formula 1, Formula 3, Formula 2 and then Formula 1. He was picked up by Red Bull and took into their junior program in 2012, was with them since. Then in 2018 finished third in the Formula 2 Championship, which was enough for them to drive Toro Rosso for 2019. Finished third behind George Russell and Lando Norris. Tough competition. All three started as rookies in 2019 in the sport. Albon with Toro Rosso. Now, luckily for him, amazingly in his rookie season, he was promoted to the senior team halfway through the year when, Pierre Gasly wasn't doing the job at Red Bull. He was demoted to Toro Rosso, and Alex Albon promoted to Red Bull. Amazingly, in his rookie year, found himself, in the third best car on the grid. And in 2019, he actually did quite well, I thought, Alex Albon. He managed to keep up the top six, more or less, and showed some really good form, which is enough to keep his drive for 2020. But obviously 2020 was not a great year for Albon. He didn't manage to keep up with Verstappen or challenge the front too often. He picked up one podium, and that wasn't enough to keep his drive for 2021. Red Bull really wanted Albon to work at Red Bull, but he just didn't. He didn't have the performance, made too many mistakes, and ultimately just wasn't good enough, which meant Sergio Perez came in for 2021, and relatively speaking, compared to Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez did a much better job, which is why he's kept his seat for 2022. But yeah, it's a shame it didn't work out for Alex Albon. He couldn't find a drive elsewhere for 2021, so he was on the sidelines with Red Bull. Now, he was a test and reserve driver, did a few tests in the car, didn't get much racing time in 2021. He did a little bit of touring car, but apart from that, not a lot. He did lots of sim work, and yeah, was just backup role all season, sitting in the garage watching it all unfold, and he couldn't really get involved himself. However, Christian Horner did say, Red Bull do still speak very highly of him. They say that he helped Max Verstappen win the race in Monaco with his sim work, which helped them make a good strategy and a good setup. So Alex Albon definitely played his part, but probably not the part that he wanted to play himself. So you can draw comparisons to Alex Albon's situation in 2021 to Esteban Ocon's situation in 2019. Also, Ocon was unfortunately spat out by Force India, Racing Point at the time, because, Lance Stroll had to fill the seat. That was obviously going to happen, wasn't it? Daddy Stroll came in, which is actually a bit unfair because Lance Stroll is starting to prove his worth. But anyway, let's not get sidetracked. Albon didn't get a seat for 2021 because, he wasn't good enough at Red Bull, so it's a little bit different to Ocon. Ocon just got very unlucky. But Albon, at Red Bull were trying desperately to find him a seat for 2022, because I think he is worthy of a Formula 1 driver's seat, just maybe not at the top, which is kind of similar to Pierre Gasly in a way. But yeah, Albon managed to get a seat at Williams 2022. Lucky to get a second chance. Not many drivers get a second chance, and I'm a big advocate of the best drivers don't need a second chance. But he finds himself at Williams 2022, which is interesting. He still retains that Red Bull link, so Red Bull can recall him anytime, and he's a candidate for the 2023 Red Bull seat if he does impress in 2022 with Williams. Now, the Williams is a very different kettle of fish to the Red Bull in terms of car, in terms of environment, in terms of personnel. It's very different. Sergio Perez touched on this year how driving the Honda engine for the first time, having driven Mercedes engines all his career, was very difficult. That adaptation was one of the hardest parts of the move to Red Bull for him. And Albon's going to have to move from Honda engines, which is what he's known for, what he drove at Red Bull, and what he knows, to Mercedes engines at Williams. Albon didn't show massively great adaptability at Red Bull when it came to a new car and just driving the Red Bull itself. So he's going to have to really adapt to a Mercedes engine and a completely new aero philosophy to what he's used to. So whether he does that or not, we'll have to wait and see. But it's going to be key as to whether he's successful next season. He's going to have to adapt quickly because, F1's a fast moving sport, and he's got to prove himself so he can get a seat for 2023. And also his teammate, Nicholas Latifi, he's going to be quite resurgent. He's been getting better and better, throughout his 2 years. He kept his seat somehow for 2022, sorry. And Latifi is going to be right on his tail. Albon is, well, for me, I expect him, he's got to beat Latifi, at least. But I do expect him to wipe the floor with Latifi. But Nicholas Latifi is going to be strong next year, so you cannot underestimate him against Alex Albon. And at Williams, whether Albon likes it or not, there's going to be pressure, there's going to be eyes. Williams, Jos Capito, they're going to be looking at him closely, monitoring him closely. RedBull and Helmut Marko are also going to be monitoring him. You know, he's still under the RedBull wing, he's still going to be sponsored by RedBull. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes, and he's got to deal with that. Didn't deal with the pressure very well at RedBull first time round, and there's going to be pressure again. Don't forget to stick around to the end of the video for my full opinion on how I think Alex Albon will do next season. So if he underperforms, well, it's unlikely he'll retain his seat for 2023. He's on a second chance, remember. You know, he got spat out in 2020. It's rare you get a third chance, so he's got to perform this year. If he underperforms, his chances at Red Bull in the future will probably be all but gone, and his 2023 seat will definitely be up in the air. Whether Williams replace him or not, find a better candidate, who knows. Might want to keep the stability, even if he doesn't perform greatly, might want to have the stability of keeping a solid driver lineup going forwards. And who knows, you might get on really well with personnel and engineers behind the scenes, and the on-track performance, it's just a case of waiting for it to come. But yeah, if he underperforms, i.e. loses out to Latifi in the championship at the end of the year, I doubt Williams will retain him in 2023. Red Bull will probably drop ties with him. If he underperforms, his chance will be gone. So yeah, this is his last chance, I think. You know, Albon could actually come in and have a really good season and wipe the floor of Latifi and really outperform that Williams and integrate into the team really well. Could form a really good long-term bond and relationship with the team. He could bring himself back into the fold of the Red Bull seat going forward. I think Red Bull do want to get a Red Bull driver back in alongside Verstappen. Whether they'll go for another failed driver, you know, Albon and Gasly, whether they want to take them back again, who knows. But I think if he really performs well at Williams, he'll be back in the fold for that Red Bull seat for 2023 and beyond. And yeah, obviously he'll keep his seat at Williams if he puts in really good performances. I mean, in my opinion, he's very lucky to get a second chance in Formula 1. It'd be very unlucky if he was not to get a second chance, because obviously the Red Bull system is very brutal, it's very unlucky, you know. In other teams you get more kind of support, more kind of time to kind of nestle in, it's less pressurised, but at Red Bull it's not the case, and unfortunately he's just another victim of that programme. But like I said, it's very lucky to get a second chance with Williams. I think that environment is going to suit him quite well. I think it's a less pressurised environment, it's more relaxed. I think it's going to suit him better. I think he formed quite a good relationship with Latifi. I think that driver balance is actually quite good with Latifi and Albon. A mixture of experience and talent. I think it's actually quite a good dynamic between the two of them. They could hit it off really well. But he's got to make this work at Williams. There's potential for success. Albon's, you know, shown flashes of brilliance at Toro Rosso and Red Bull. There's definitely a top driver in there. He's just got to harness it, find some momentum, find some confidence, and ultimately he can be a great driver in Formula 1. And well, one day potentially, as Williams kind of rise up the grid and Dorton Capital kind of invest their money and the team get better and better, Albon could actually form a really good long-term relationship with the team and kind of blossom with the team into something quite special one day. I think there's really good potential for this relationship to work well, not just in the short term but long term. But it's just down to Albon as to whether he can deliver on track next year. But it is his last chance, he's got to make it work, and Albon, I'm rooting for you, you can do it. Now, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and drop below in the comments, do you think Albon can beat Latifi next season, and do you think long term it'll work well, the Albon-Williams relationship? Drop your comments and your thoughts in the comments, because I'd like to hear them. We can have a good conversation about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and well, I'm glad you watched it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.